Walking through the river, wasted your heart and never felt better. Walking away, running from your pain, running from being insane. Even though you're fractured, you're still not broken. Even though you're taken, you're still not stolen. Me and you will get there. See it through, almost there. I used to say that I did. I would say that. Where would you be at? Where would you be at? If I wasn't here to guide your way.
Some say I'm a feminist, some disagree with this. A woman needs rights, equality of the sexes. Where would men look if women were never restless? How would we look if work done was counterfeit? We need more power, strength, and opportunity. Trying to kill pain, a white man's supremacist. Trying to stay sane, the rich needs a unity. Growing by the day, laying down my genesis.
Even though you're fractured, you're still not broken. Even though you're taken, you're still not stolen. Me and you will get there. See it through, almost there. I used to say that I did. I would say that. Where would you be at? Where would you be at? If I wasn't here to guide your way.
It all gets worse from here. There's no better they get what they ask for. Move without a passport, transport. Looking for home, you couldn't ask more. Selfish, that's what they called you when you speak your mind. Worthless, that's what you feel, you show it every time. Worthless, that's what you feel, you show it every time.
Even though you're fractured, you're still not broken. Even though you're taken, you're still not stolen. Me and you will get there. See it through, almost there. I used to say that I did. I would say that. Where would you be at? Where would you be at? If I wasn't here to guide your way.
All right. That's the very first time that I actually started the stream on time after the song. Because typically I'd be having to play the song a whole lot of times over and over again.
Yeah.
Because I'd be running around doing something while I'm waiting for the stream to start. All right, let's move this out the camera. Let's make sure this is moved out the camera. Let's see. All right, so let's make sure that we are live.
Yeah, it says you are live on my end.
You said who?
It says you were live on my end.
We are live. Let's make sure. Let's make sure that we are live. Yeah, we live. All right, so this is all the little messing around stuff I'll be having to do before I actually go completely live. But I think I'm ready.
Okay.
So I would like to welcome everyone to the Model Manage Your Career Podcast. So I'm thinking about doing a new series. So besides doing my actual lives, my long lives that I be trying to go live for half an hour, but end up turning into 2.5 hours. I'm gonna start doing a short series. It's called Shoot Your Shot, where I highlight those across the world with aspirations of becoming a model. And right now, for everybody that's watching this, you guys are watching the live podcast. All replays will be put up on YouTube. The audio will be put up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all major streaming platforms. Before I introduce my guest, let me show y'all how to actually subscribe to my podcast, because I know people always ask me that. So, you're an iPhone user, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you know that Apple has a free podcast app on their phones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for everyone who didn't know that, now you know. But look, this is how y'all do it. Let's see how this works. Okay, you can't see that. Eventually it will catch. Nope, it ain't gonna catch. But basically, go to the app. Let me show y'all what the app look like. You can't see that? Wait a minute. All right, let's see. Can you see that? Yes, y'all can see that. Y'all, can y'all see that? Yes, you can see that. All right, so right here, it's a purple app. It says podcast. It's on all Apple products. That purple app right there that says podcast. So where is it? Let's see. Can I hit it? You hit that. You go to the search box. You type in Model Manage Your Career Podcast. You click that. And then you click I subscribe to my own thing. So I'm not quite sure what it looks like because I'm already subscribed to my own. But this is what it looks like. Let me get these notifications from popping up. But that's what it looks like. Model Manage Your Career Podcast. But let's go ahead and get this started. So I should have asked you this before we went live. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I meant to ask you, but I totally forgot to ask you. So my guest today is model Deoslin from Mississippi. So if you may, I'm about to cut the beginning of that. Not to get off topic. Everything I just said at the beginning, I'm gonna have to cut that out when it comes to the podcast. I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. That's crazy. But tell the people how old you are, how tall you are, where you're located, even though I just said where you're located, and how long you've been modeling.
Well, okay, so my name is Deoslin. I am 21 years old. I actually be 22 next week, so y'all tell me happy birthday. I'm 4'11", and I have been modeling for about a year or so now.
How did you get into modeling?
Well, actually, modeling was it was not something that I ever thought about doing, but I had this photographer, he hit me up, and he was like, well, I have an idea. Like, you look like you have the potential to be a model, so we're just going to start working and building your portfolio. So I went and shot with him, and I just been doing it since then.
Are those photos still on your page?
The very first ones, no.
Were they good or bad?
You could tell that I never did a photo shoot before.
Yeah,
I'll send them to you, but
yeah, so you could tell because a lot of models when they first start, their first photos are bad.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible, but yeah, like I said, you could tell that I've never done a photo shoot.
And that was in Mississippi?
Yeah, it was downtown at the Coliseum, I believe.
You got any tattoos?
I don't.
You want tattoos?
Yeah, I want a couple.
Anybody ever tell you the more tattoos you have, the harder it's gonna be.
Yeah. I don't want like nothing too big though, just like some real little stuff that I can cover up with makeup.
Shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube. Shout out to Paris that commented.
I know.
Let me mute that. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Can I pop that? Okay, so you remember when I told you I could pop up comments on the screen?
Yeah.
Jesus, this replay is gonna sound so bad on the podcast. But you see that that comment?
I don't.
Oh, you don't see that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. She said, hello everyone.
Hello.
So do you know what type of modeling you do?
I'm diverse, so like I do all kinds of different things. I'm open to trying new stuff. So I'm just not, I don't limit myself to just one thing.
We have a comment from NDA Photography. He wrote yes and no with a whole bunch of O's to the tattoos.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get any. I'll keep it clean. I'm not gonna get any. I know it may take a lot to edit them out too.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Look, if you want to model and you don't have tattoos, don't get no tattoos.
Yeah.
I know, cause I don't have any tattoos, and I know when I be seeing people with tattoos, it make me want to get some, but then it's like I might as well just not worry about it. Just stay bare skinned. And you know, I don't model, but it's like it's okay.
Yeah.
I know one of the things.
Good with them though.
Yeah, they do. It's just the thing with models is, let's say for example, you modeling somebody's clothes. You do have to, you know, so either somebody got to put makeup over the tattoos, or they got to edit the tattoos out. And let's say somebody does neither, and you got tattoos in a spot that the clothes that you wearing shows the tattoos.
Yeah.
Now people are looking at the tattoos.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
Let's see. We got another comment. It says, I like the fact she's willing to take care of them herself. I think he's talking about the tattoos.
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Covering up. So give me a model bio. What's your goals?
My goal right now is honestly, I just want to grow and get better, working on my faces and my techniques and, you know, working on my different poses. That's my goal as of right now. And just connecting with different people that's willing to, you know, take the time out to teach me, yeah, things like that.
Do you know what your weaknesses are?
My weakness is I'm very goofy. So like doing shoots, like when it's time to be serious, I'm laughing. So that's a weakness. And I'm kind of camera shy. So, you know, it just takes me a little bit longer, but I'm really trying to work on that.
Yeah. When I text you, I said, do a video for me. You said, what did you say? You said,
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous.
I'm
like,
super nervous.
You do all those photos. I could have sworn I seen you post like little selfies and video selfies. I'm like,
yeah,
can't be that nervous.
Yeah, I'm so like by myself, I am fine. Like I could do it by myself, but then like when I'm with someone, I'm like, Lord, I am so nervous and I can't stop smiling, and I just be so excited. I just can't help myself. But I'm working on control so I can, you know, get it done.
So what's your strength?
Oh, a strength. I don't really know.
What's one thing that you think
is like, you know, I I think I can learn very fast. Like I can do it once someone shows me how to do it. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my strengths right there.
Someone, Jadarius, if I pronounce it right,
That's my
Johnson.
guy.
It says, "Hey D and everyone."
Yes, I love Jadarius. He's amazing. He actually did the shoot that I just did with
I was
the
about to ask you, is he a photographer?
yeah.
What's his
I
name?
love working with him.
Oh, I found him. Shout out to Jadarius Johnson Photography. He in Mississippi too?
Yes, he is. I think he's located in Natchez, and then he comes to Flowood every now and then.
Oh, and he does magazines.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Jadarius, if you're still watching, I am the owner of EVON Magazine. Feel free to send me something.
I think he actually sent you something one time.
I'm trying to hold on. I don't see it on this page.
He sent one of mine, but I don't know which one it was.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I think so, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't see it. Because I always knew who you were, but I don't see. Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I thought he did. If not, I thought he did.
But shout out to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna follow him from my magazine page.
We're actually gonna shoot Thursday, so hopefully he can send you something.
What y'all got a theme?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it.
Is it indoor? Oh, he followed me. All right, so I get so many notifications. I didn't know you was following me. My bad. I'm about to look. So if you can see this, I'm about to follow you right now. So now, get that glare out the screen. Now I'm following you. Yeah, he got some good work.
Yeah, he does good. His work is amazing.
One of the things with having a magazine is it allows me to connect with models and photographers from all over the world.
Yeah.
So when it gets to a point where I'm going to be somewhere, I can just be like, "Hey, I'm about to come to your city. I need some models or I need some photographers.
Yeah.
What can we do?" All right, so let's read his comments. She has that it factor. Her strength is posing. And then he wrote, "We'll have something for you Tuesday."
Yeah.
When we get off live, can you tell me what y'all doing? Can you text us? Can you tell me privately what y'all doing?
Yeah, I will.
Because all depending on what it is, if it fits a magazine, I'll put it on the cover. So
Okay.
I need to know ahead of time what y'all doing so I can make sure I got a magazine that's coming out that fits it.
Okay.
All right, let's see. So this is gonna be really quick. This is my short series, but what is a major goal that you want to accomplish this year in 2021 when it comes to the modeling stuff?
I really want to connect with like out of state photographers. That's a goal, so I can start traveling and meet new people and networking. And hopefully, I really do want to do a fashion show. So that's another goal of mine this year.
That's crazy. So can you walk?
I can walk, but I'm nervous, but I can walk.
Shout out to Paul. He said dope content.
Yeah, I can make you a video.
A model walk video. Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm glad you said that. Whenever you get home and you got, whenever you dressed up, whatever, I do want to walk video.
Okay.
Now, when you do it, just text it to me, and then I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it on my Instagrams.
Okay, I can do that. I actually have one. I'll send that one to you, but then I'll make a new one because that one is like, oh.
Okay, so you've been modeling for a year, right? Or under a year?
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to aspiring models?
Really just be yourself. Like, it's honestly not that hard. It's hard, but it's not that hard. Just be yourself. Really, you could just tell a story with, with your photos. So I love it, and honestly, anyone that's thinking about modeling, you're gonna love it too. Cause I never thought about doing it, and this is something that I honestly could see myself doing. This is something that I want to do. I would quit this job right now if someone was to give me a contract and say, "Listen, I want you to be my model." This. I would quit my job. It's fun. It's the best thing that I could have done, honestly.
Are you getting paid for your shoots?
I don't get paid. Money is really not my, it's not something that I'm really focused on right now because I know, I'm not to that level yet. So I just want to grow. I just want to get better, and then the money will come. But I just want to grow and do better and work on, some weaknesses and things like that. And then I can worry about the money later on.
So I'm quite sure nobody's watching this knows this, but what has been about a week or so, less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about me trying to help you with modeling. Even though we are long distance, it's a lot of stuff that I do talk about. It don't matter where the person stays. The only issue is typically being hands-on. But other than that, it's a lot of stuff that's the same. Like I mentioned to you about doing posters.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should do that.
Yeah.
You send me some. Yeah, you send me some photos that I thought would have been perfect for photos. I mean for posters.
Yeah.
And you can do posters. You can do, for anybody that's watching, you can do posters, calendars, t-shirts. You can do cell phone cases. You can do pillowcases, blankets, curtains, socks, hoodies, hats, any type of merch. You can do merch and never have to spend any money. For anybody who don't know, for people that do YouTube, for big YouTubers, when you're watching their page, you'll see that they selling merch. They're using a site called teespring.com. Teespring.com basically gives you it lets you pick what type of merch you want, and you just place words or you place photos on a shirt, and then they give you a link. You promote that link, and you just got to get people to click and buy. You don't necessarily have to spend money to go out and get your shirts and your posters and your calendars printed. You can literally do it. It's called print on demand. So for example, my magazine is print on demand. I sit in front of my computer. I got 2 computers. I sit in front of my computer. I use the Adobe programs, Photoshop and InDesign. And it took me like a month to put it together a magazine. But I sit on my computers and I put together the magazine. I save it as a PDF. Then I throw it up on MagCloud. I throw it up on blurb.com. I throw it up on issue.com. They give me a link and I promote the link, and then I get people to buy. It's considered print on demand. As an independent magazine publisher, I don't have money to be sitting around trying to get my magazine in the store. Believe it or not, you can sell hundreds and thousands of magazines strictly off of selling it online. So instead of spending all that money to get your magazine in a store, or going to a store and getting your magazine printed, and then now you got to sell it by hand, do print on demand. It's the easiest way to go. So I'm able to sell 400 magazines a month strictly off my Instagram. I couldn't afford to do that if it was in stores, or if I had to go out and get it printed and then got to go to the post office to mail it, while making sure that all the addresses and all. I don't handle none of that. All I do is I make it, I throw it up on one of those print on demand sites, They handle the printing, they handle the distributing, they handle the shipping. All I got to do is just make it. And you know, well, you may not know, but the Adobe programs only cost $55 a month. So I spend $55 a month to sell 400 magazines. Now, even though my magazines is priced at $30, am I making $30? Hell no, I wish. I wish I was making $30. But the way that the pricing goes is, for example, on Teespring, a t-shirt with your design, your words, costs $17 if you don't make a profit. If you want to make a profit, you got to increase that price. So you can increase it to $20. You can increase it to, I mean, you can make $1 profit and just put it at 18. You can put it at 20. You can put it at 30. You can put it at 40. You determine what you want to sell that for. You make the difference. So if the default shirt is $17 and you mark it up, because it's considered markup, and you mark it up to $25. For every shirt that's sold, you make an $8 profit. Now, obviously, the person that's buying, if it's at $25, they're paying $25, and then they're paying whatever the shipping is. So they can either choose post office or UPS. You know, they got their own prices. So, for example, my magazine, when you click the link, it says $30. Somebody might want the shirt in 2 weeks. They click post office. The price is probably $33. Some people want their stuff in the same week, or they want them in 3 days. Obviously, that increases the price of the shipping. But it's as simple as that. You don't have to necessarily spend money to do any type of merch for anything like that. You can write. It's the same thing for people that want to write a book. It's the very same thing. You can sit on your computer, type a book, save it as a PDF, put it on blurb.com. You know, obviously you got to have a cover, stuff like that. But and they give you a link, and you just got to promote the link. People don't have the money to go out and just constantly pay for stuff to be made over and over again. So let somebody else do it. It's a site called Teespring. It's a site called Printfly. It's a site called Printful that handles all of that. I don't know if people have heard of Shopify. But Shopify is it's the number one print on demand company in the world. It's an online store. They give you're able to put all your stuff on there. They give you one link where people can click that link and it'll take them to everything that you sell. When somebody clicks on a photo or an image of something that they want to buy, they pay through their credit card, they pay through PayPal or however they pay for it, and it gets sent to their house. The moment somebody buys, you make that profit. Now, you know, you get paid in the middle of the month, but it's as simple as that. You know, and I don't know if a lot of people know it's that easy. And those YouTubers is making money off of selling $45 shirts, especially when they got thousands and millions of subscribers. People will buy that stuff. I know a lot of rappers do the same thing. You know, if I'm correct, that's what Travis Scott was doing. He wasn't actually going to the store getting that stuff printed. It was designed and it was placed up on the site where when you click it and buy it, that company handles all that. You know, so that's why I was saying I tell all models this. Get into selling your own merch. It looks better to people. It looks like you take it more serious. If you're not making no money, you can make some money. You know, it's more to doing shoots than just doing shoots and then just posting it. That's why I think you'll be good. You sent me a photo where you had a flower in your head. I think. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have put that on the shirt. Even that photo that I used for the flyer, the black and white photo, you can put that on a black shirt or a white shirt.
Yeah.
Anytime you sell your merch, and you post it, and I say this in private, but I'm gonna say it online too. Every time you post a photo and them guys hit your DMs, tell them to click the link in your bio.
Yeah.
The same thing that people with OnlyFans do the same thing when it comes to your merch.
Yeah.
The same thing as when models hit up photographers, like, oh, I love to shoot with you. What's the first thing they tell you?
Link in my bio.
You hit that link in my bio. People always ask me, how do I get in your magazine? If I'm busy, I tell people to hit the link in the bio. But if I'm free, I'll actually type back or record a video. But simple as that. Hit that link in the bio. That link in the bio. If I look good to you, you want my phone number, hit that link in the bio. Buy my shirt.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And I know women got an advantage when it comes to even in your stories. I'm quite sure in your stories you get a lot of views, right? More than you do on your regular page post, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For every guy that comment back, for every guy that writes something back on the story, you reply back. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the hearts. Whatever. I got t-shirts for sale. I got posters for sale.
Yeah.
It's a link in the bio. Who knows? It might be some guy that buy 10.
Yeah.
You sell your posters for $11, you make a $10 profit. Somebody buy 10, you made $100.
Yeah. You're right.
It's like, if you don't ask, ain't nobody go do it. If they don't know you got something for sale, they not go do it. Then it's like as your Instagram following grow, you'll be able to sell more. Because I remember my first magazine, I sold 12. And I think I had 10 models in my first magazine. I think each model bought a magazine.
Yeah.
And then now I'm at, like, this month. So far this month, I'm at 183 when I checked yesterday. But then again, I got 12K followers, not including my other 9 Instagrams
Yeah.
that I promote my magazine on. BH said, yo, John and Holy Vibes. BH he's a photographer from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Paris said, thank you for the information. I think she was talking about, because she's a YouTuber, so I think she was talking about the YouTube stuff. That I was just talking about. And then somebody with the name of Amazing Works here said, shout out to, oh my God, Deslin.
Yeah. That's Caleb. He's amazing too.
Yep, dope model who continues to show growth in each shoot. It says, what is it? Caleb Grayson, amazing work, photography. Matter of fact, let me check him out.
Yeah, that's Caleb. He's actually doing my birthday shoot next week.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh man, and then he's all right. Shout out to Amazing Works. I get a lot of notifications. I didn't know you was following me. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna follow you. Go ahead, follow you now. What type of shoot? Well, can you say what type of shoot you doing for your birthday?
I'm just doing just a little simple birthday shoot, nothing too extravagant.
Nothing extravagant. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get through these rapid questions so I can let you go back to work. What's your biggest pet peeve?
What is my biggest pet peeve? Working with photographers and not seeing none of my work. That's a pet peeve of mine.
You said and not seeing your work?
Yes. Not seeing my work.
You talking about like the photos, the edited photos?
Like the unedited, the edited, that's a pet peeve.
Oh, you've been doing shoots like that and not getting the photos?
Yeah, I did a couple of them and I was like, these are going to be so amazing, Never got them. So I'm like, I just wasted my time. I could have been posting them or whatever, and I never got them. So,
what's the reason? Did they give you a reason for why?
No.
Oh.
like I will only get like one photo and that was it. And I'm like, well, can I get the other ones? Can I at least like get a link so I can see them? Couldn't get none of them.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen a lot. It's gonna be one of the things where I don't know if until you get huge and people just want to give you photos just because. Oh yeah, you go to that stage where people just shoot you and not give you photos, no explanation of it.
It's stressful, but there's nothing I can do. I can't go steal their computer and get it. So
I don't know if she's watching right now, but I'm gonna give her a shout out because she actually commented. She said, what is it? Mere Sexy Fitness. I think she followed you on Instagram. Okay. She wrote on my page, I love it. She's so down to earth.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully she's watching, but if she's not, trust me, when I get off of here, I'm gonna send her a link to my YouTube.
Okay.
So how has social media helped your modeling career?
It really helped because like I said, once I did my very first shoot, I just started getting followers from different photographers, and I started networking and doing more photo shoots. So that really helped me out a lot.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully on somebody's billboard, hopefully, or at least I really want to do like a cosmetic line. Like I would love to be a cosmetic model.
You talking about model somebody's makeup and stuff?
Yeah. On somebody's billboard, like Victoria's Secret or something like that.
So what superpower do you wish you had and why?
Oh, what superpower do I wish I had? I wish I could read people's minds.
Why? Curious.
Why? Because like you just never know. Like you just never know what people are thinking or how they feel about you. So I would just love to read people's minds so I could know.
Yeah, I wonder if I had a superpower. What would it be? I don't know what I wish my superpower would be. Sometimes I wish I was like super strong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm gonna think about that question. So, how do you define beauty?
How do I define beauty? I just define beauty as just being yourself, regardless of how social media say you should look or how these different companies say you should look. Just being yourself, no makeup, you're still beautiful. Big, skinny, whatever color you are, like you are beautiful regardless.
I like your hair.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's kind of wild right now, but it's okay.
That's your natural.
Yeah, it took me a long time to grow it to this length. I did a big chop in like 2019, and this is where I'm at so far, and I love it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I like natural hairstyles because we don't see it enough.
Yeah.
When it comes to modeling.
But I would throw a wig on in a hot second. This is it's so much work, different products and trying different hairstyles. It's too much work. I'll throw a wig on so fast.
Is that your natural color too?
No, I actually bleached it.
Bleach it? Yeah, I think it looked good.
Thank you.
I for everybody that's watching, when she first joined the guest room, the first thing she said was something about being a catfish. Like you looked exactly the same. It's just
like
different hair.
I look so different with like just actually being natural, and then how I look with my wig and my eyelashes. I'm like, and someone called me a catfish, and it made me feel so bad.
Yeah, I think you look the same. It's just I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even know you ain't had no eyelashes on. Matter of fact, I don't think I ain't paid that
with lashes, eyebrows, and a wig on. Like I feel like I look like a totally different person.
I think all women look different when they got the lashes and the hair done, but still look the same.
Thank you.
All right, so I don't hold you up because we've been live for 40 minutes. I'm gonna have to try to piece this this video down to I might chop this up and put this on the podcast because 40 I'm not posting on 45-minute podcast to tell you that now. YouTube, y'all can take this for what it is. On a podcast, no. I don't even listen to 45-minute podcasts, so I'm gonna try to chop this up into different little shorter clips. But we go end this in 4 minutes. We have a comment from NDA Photography. He said natural is the way to go.
Yeah, it is. All natural.
Yeah, it is. I got a daughter, man. It's like me and her mom. This is totally off topic, but me and her mom always get into it about her hair. I'm like, look, I don't like that. I don't want that. The beads, the barrettes, the bows, the headbands. That's cool. Obviously, I know the older she gets, she can't always be walking around in beads and barrettes. But right now, she's 6.
My daughter's going that stage. You're gonna have the beads and the barrettes and the 2 pigtails. There's no flat iron in your hair, no wigs. You got to go through it. I went through it, so she has to go through it.
Yeah, my daughter a couple years ago, she was watching YouTube and she came across these hair videos for little girls, right? Mm-hmm. I followed the video step by step. Went in the bathroom. No, went in the kitchen, washed, shampooed, deep conditioned her hair. I went to Walgreens and got the curl enhancing smoothie and some other stuff that in the video it said to get. Yeah. I followed the video step by step. I heard it and I turned out like that video.
Dealing with natural hair, you don't know what you're gonna get.
But she was happy. Like she liked it. Like my she's around me enough that she knows that I go live like this. She told me to go live, so I went live on Instagram because I wasn't gonna go live on Facebook. Went live on Instagram. She was cheesing. I like, baby, that hair look crazy. I did that. It did not turn out like the video. So for all dads out there, any dads that know how to do hair, you good. Because I'm gonna have a hard time learning how to do her hair.
It is hard. It's very hard. And I go and I still hate doing my own hair. And I go to school for it.
Oh, you in college?
Yeah, I'm in cosmetology school.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know what you should do? This is a quick suggestion. Since I got you on camera, on days when you ain't got nothing to do, you should go live on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, on Instagram.
Okay.
And just talk. You can go live for like 5 or 10 minutes. Just talk.
Nobody joins my live. Nobody joins. I have almost 10,000 followers and nobody joins my live.
You talking about on Instagram?
Yes.
Now, yeah, one thing that I know, because I'm quite sure if I go live on Instagram right now, I don't think nobody go watch either. But one thing that I know for sure is the more consistent you do it, the more people get used to it.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good way of letting people see you away from photo shoots.
Yeah.
And just every day. Like right now you're at work, on break, or on the clock. Yeah, just go live and just talk. See what people say.
Yeah.
Let me read this comment right quick. Does she do hair and makeup for other models?
No, I don't, but that is something that I honestly could get into. I could see myself working with a photographer, like on the makeup scene, doing hair, doing makeup, fixing some curls or something like that. I could see myself doing it. I would love to do that too.
Who do your makeup now?
I do.
Oh, you good?
Yeah. Yeah. I learned everything from YouTube. Like I
Yeah,
just said
YouTube University. Shout out to YouTube.
YouTube University because I learned everything.
YouTube University is the reason why I learned how to do magazines. YouTube University is why I got a $600 podcast mixer. YouTube is the reason why this camera, and my camera finna die, but I can see my battery. YouTube is the reason why I got this expensive camera. All this came from YouTube.
You don't even have to go to school. Like you could just YouTube whatever you want to do, and that's it. That's all you need. You don't even have to go to school.
NDA wrote, teaming up with a photographer is another way to make money.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that honestly. On my free time, I'm gonna look into it.
Yep, I figured that was gonna happen.
Didn't you just put that battery in there?
Yes, but you know these. Let me switch this battery real quick. These batteries die quick, and I think, well, I'm streaming in 1080, but it's going to be uploaded in what am I trying to say? I am on my camera right here. I'm shooting in 4K, but when people watch it, it's gonna be in 1080.
Yeah.
So anytime you do anything in 4K, yeah, it definitely takes up a lot of battery.
Yeah.
Thank God for that quick release latch on my camera. I had to go buy me an adapter to do quick releases because my camera just for some apparent reason always dies when I'm alive.
Yeah.
But I probably would have been off like 4 minutes earlier if NDA didn't ask those 2 questions. So shout out to NDA, killing my battery. Paris said, I agree, John. I think she's talking about the hair part. Yeah, teaming up with a photographer is another way to make money. Does she do hair? Natural is the way to go. So I'm gonna let you go in a few minutes. But when it comes to the stuff that we are trying to work on together, I just want you to know I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, when you email me, you know, I told you this I told you this offline. But hold on, let me hold my thought. Dummy batteries, look into that on YouTube. I could have bought a dummy battery for $22 from Amazon and I didn't buy it. Why didn't I buy it? I don't know. I just didn't feel like spending $22 at that moment to buy it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to buy it because I got 2 weeks where I don't have to train anybody. So I'm going to be in the house for 2 weeks straight. I plan on doing this every day. So I'm just going to go ahead and just give me a battery. Give me a dummy battery. But what was I about to say? Yes, when you emailed me, you know, I told you this. I knew who you were and stuff like that. So I think if you keep going and you stick to it, I think you'll be good.
Thank you.
I would show your Instagram on the stream, but we've been live for 50 minutes and I ain't trying to hold you long. So next time we do this, we'll do a live. I mean, we'll do a long one.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to go through all that, the other stuff, and then we'll be able to talk about specific topics and stuff like that. Yeah, I just want you to know I appreciate you. I think I need to stop saying I think. If you stick with this, you'll be good.
Okay.
So for me, working with you, even with the distance that we have, only thing I think you should be worried about is just growing and killing the game.
Yeah. Give me a reason to come out of state. I'm looking for an excuse, so give me a reason. And I'm
NDA photography. She says she needs a reason to. if you can get to Milwaukee, I can get you a whole bunch of photo shoots.
Listen, give me a reason to take these days off, and I will be on my way.
And yeah, I know you watching this because I know as soon as I get off live, you gonna call me anyways. But I can tell you this: if you know, it ain't got to be like this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that for real, if you come to Milwaukee, I can get you photo shoots.
Okay.
All the photographers that I would have you shoot with, they shoot out the same building. They don't shoot out the same studio, but in my city, it's a big, I guess it's a warehouse where people pay, you know, they pay for rooms and studios. All your shoots will be in the same building. It'll be on different floors. It'll be in different rooms, but it'll be with all different photographers. Okay. I can guarantee that aspect that I can get you photo shoots if you came.
Okay.
So if you do plan on doing that for real, we'll talk about that offline.
Okay. I'm so dead serious.
Yeah. And don't get no Airbnb. You know, people go out of state and they get Airbnbs. Get a hotel.
I'm gonna get a hotel.
Our hotels is way cheaper than Chicago's.
Yeah.
Her IG is dope. Hold on, let me pop that up on the screen so everybody know I ain't just saying that. Yeah, he said your IG is dope.
Thank you.
So yeah, you get here, I can get you shoots.
Okay.
And NDA does videos too. He's my opinion, he's my favorite videographer here. And that's because he's different.
Yeah.
You know, he's a lot more technical and skilled. But yeah, you get to Milwaukee, I can get you shoots. Okay. Matter of fact, just come for a weekend. If you can afford a weekend, come for a weekend. If I gotta help you pay for the hotel, I do that. You know, I'll be able to transport you around and stuff like that, so you ain't gotta worry about renting no car or doing no Airbnbs, because Airbnbs is a lot.
Okay.
I went 2 miles and my Airbnb was $16.
Really?
Oh, yes.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. $16 of gas give me a week.
Oh.
In my own car, so it's like.
Yeah.
He said he's game. So he's down. He's you know.
Yeah, I didn't understand the Milwaukee lingo, but I got it now.
Yeah, he's down with it. So yeah, I appreciate you. We go talk. I'm gonna finish your site link as soon as I get off.
Okay.
When you get your measurements this week or tomorrow, or you know, whatever day you off, send them to me.
Okay.
Other than that, is it anything you want to say to end it?
Thank y'all so much for coming and talk to me. Thank you for meeting me. I hope to work with some of you all very, very, very soon. So thank you.
So other than that, NDA. Before I get off NDA, do you got anything else you want to write in the comment section before I get off? I'm telling you, as soon as I get offline,
the question's coming.
He gonna call me about you. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him 15 seconds. Because everybody that's watching this, it's like watching this live, it's a 10-second delay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him 20 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and we gonna end this.
Okay.
This is actually a short stream of mine, so I may be able to chop this up and post this on Instagram tonight.
Okay.
And, you know, anything I post, I'll text it to you just in case you want to post it too. Okay. It says Journey, her IG doesn't do her justice. Naturally beautiful. My bad. Yeah, you look the same. You got makeup on now?
No, I don't.
You look the same You look the same with and without makeup.
Thank you.
So, yeah, y'all. We will talk to y'all later. Hey, speaking of that, when you get home tonight, text me. I want to go Instagram Live. I want to see what happens.
Okay.
So even if I got to start it and then I just invite you, we can do that.
Okay.
NDA said I'm gonna call in ways. See. Other than that, for everybody that's still watching, thank you. Besides talk to NDA, you know, I end all my lives off this same way. I'm a gamer, so I'm about to do this. It's 3 things I do: modeling, Xbox, and the gym. Other than that, I'm at home. So everybody that's still watching, thank you. For everybody that commented, thank you. We gonna go live on Instagram tonight. What you doing when you get off?
Probably just going home.
You got a bedtime?
No, I don't have a bedtime.
All right, because I got a bedtime.
What's your
Believe it or
bedtime?
not. Okay, so I'm off. I do personal training. So my gym is down for remodeling. So I got 2 weeks off. But on days where I got to work the next day, my bedtime is 10:30.
Oh, Lord.
Because I know if I stay up past midnight, if I stay up past 10:30, it's because I'm on this. Once you get into this at night, where everybody be online, and it's like cracking, you ain't trying to get off.
Yeah.
And if you winning, you definitely not getting off. So if you online busting people's heads, you're not finna get off. You're not finna mess up that spree.
Yeah.
You only go get off when you lose a lot in a row or you lose really, really bad. Then you get off. So you go to bed angry. But when you winning, you don't get off. Don't get off. You got to stay on until y'all lose or until everybody that you playing with gets off. But I'll text you. I'll talk to you later. Everybody that's watching, thank you. Once again, Model Manage Your Career Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and all other all other major podcast platforms. Also, for those on YouTube that's watching, thank you. Feel free to subscribe.